Right then, welcome back everybody. Hopefully which will be the last video on this little mobility scooter we've got here, which we've repainted black. And I've just gone round and give everything the once over. It all looks like it's working as it should be. So hopefully remember where all these bits come from and get it buttoned up. And then that's that job done on this, and that's out of the way then. And we can start one of the other projects. So let's get started. Right, so before we get started, I've just had a delivery from the local Amazon bloke. He's bought me a package, and it says to Scrap It Man and Family, and it says from Mix Mowers, happy. I presume that's going to say Christmas. It just says happy there. So let's get this open and see what Mix sent us. Right then, so what he's actually sent us is an all occasion sweet shop box, and it looks like there's a variety of all different sweets in there. Let's get it opened and see what's in there. I can pick the best out then, if I'm in here. No one knows what's here, you see. Yeah, so it's loads of stuff actually. I'll just take that top layer off, and as you can see, looks like there's probably one of each bloody chocolate bar that the sweet shop sells. I ain't had a flake for a long time. Lion bar, looks like they've changed the packet on them, or is that a different bar? Oh, there's loads of stuff in here. And I'd like to say thanks a lot to Mick from Mix Mowers, and from little Riley boy and Sue. So yeah, we really appreciate that, Mick. No doubt the kids will get tucking into that straight away, or I might just keep it in the shed for myself, but they'll probably see it on this video now, so I can't do that. So yeah, really appreciate that, Mick. Thanks a lot, mate. And I'll leave a link in the description below for Mick's Mowers channel. If you haven't got Mick, just go over there and say hello and say we sent you across. He does a lot of the small engine stuff, lawn mowers, chainsaws, strimmers. Even he's getting into the old classic lawn mowers now. So yeah, it's interesting content on there. So yeah, if you ain't got Mick, head over there, links in the description below, and let's get started on this mobility scooter. So as you would have seen in the last scooter video, I painted all the fairings satin black, so they're going to be getting all fitted on. I think the first step that we've got to do, if I remember rightly, is we've got to fit the handlebars on, because that was the last thing to come off. And I've got the little bits over here that I used to take off. So this obviously fits on the bottom of the handlebar. That's just up there, hanging up there, and that'll go on there just like that. And then you have to bolt in there, and then you can just adjust the handlebars to where you want them. It locks in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this back on the bottom of the handlebars, and then we'll get it bolted up, and then we'll come back to you. Right then, so I've got the steer rack here. So this had a little key in here, so I'll put that back in there where it belongs. I've put the spring sits on the lug in there, and then it just marries up to that one in there. And you just got the bolt here. You just compress that spring a little bit, and that will grip onto there. And then you got your position there, and that's all back in now as it should be. So we'll get this nut and bolt off, and then we've got this which sits on there. So there we go. We'll get them whizzed on. Where is it? There it is. Set that to the top. So that's that one done. And that one, just give that a, don't want to be too tight, but you want to make sure it's done up. So that's that done. And the cable, we'll just get cable tied under there. and we can plug that back in to, where did that come from? Oh, that come from under the seat, that bit, didn't it? So that can't be plugged in yet. And I've just noticed I've just got to undo this again because there was an earthing strap on there. I need to just bolt on there. So let me just quickly whiz that off. Long drill. So I need to put that back on. So we'll get that on there. Just put everything back to where it come from. So that's that back on. What we got next? We've got the back panel and the main fairing. So I think it's the back panel we want now because that sits underneath the main fairing. So where's that moles there? So let's get you moved around a bit. So I'm going to get them 4 bolts out now for the back fairing, and they was actually held on by the handle, which was here. And what were they? Phillips. So I will get a Phillips driver on the gun, but I won't tighten it right down with that because I don't want to crack any of the plastics. On there. Get that side off. That side. Bit on. Doesn't get this one up. Oh, there it is. String on. So I will just go by the hand now, just to do them hand tight. You know where to stop when you're doing it by hand. So that's the back panel on, and then I think it's just the front panel, well, to say the front panel, the main panel for the body. So I'm just struggling for a bit of space in there at the minute because I've got a push bike in and I've got a hoist as well. So yeah, it's just working with the space I've got at the minute, but it'll be alright. So what plug was on the bottom there? So let's just put that there a minute, because on the bottom there there's only one plug. So that plug does go there. It runs down that chassis in there. What I might do in this bottom drawer, is it the bottom? Yeah, bottom drawer. Bit overkill this cable tie, but it's better than nothing. Where's that? That there. There they are. And a set of snips. So it's just a matter of keeping this cable tidy running from the front here. So we'll pop that there. Pop that in there. Get them pliers out. Take the seat bar off a minute. And there we go, first mistake. We've got to take that off, haven't we? We've got ahead of ourselves. We need to take this out. And we're going to have to cut that cable tie, haven't we? Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Put that key back in there. Unless I can get that plug back through that cable tie, which probably ain't going to work. Too tightly pulled. Oh, I just got it. So we need to put that through first. And just leave that there a minute. See if we can get that plug back through there. Which we can, so that's not all bad. Ain't wasted a cable tie. So now I can drop that on there. goes down there first, like that. So you want that back in there, like that. So that's all that bit back in. Did I connect that other wire up? I don't think I did I? No, I didn't. Alright, so that's all in its tray under there, as it should be. And these are Velcro down at the front as well, so got a couple of Phillips screws that just go under the battery tray. And I say the front end's just held on with Velcro, so it's not really a big job. It was a bit fiddling around the front end there, but other than that, it's just a knack. When you start playing with these machines on a regular basis, you get to know what you do. It's like anything really. What the lawnmowers, we can soon whip them down in no time now and put them back together. Right, so we've got the seat pole. Which, what's that? And that's going to be a 12 or 13 first thing. So we'll get that out. And the, where is it? It did grab it without needing the socket on that end. So that was handy. So that's that done. The seat can go back on now, I reckon. Or shall we get it on the floor first? A bit less weight then, isn't it? So that's everything back on there as it should be. There's just one more little bracket at the front actually to go on. Let's put that on. So we have got a little bracket here just to go on the front there. And this just locks the steering in place. So we'll get this on now. It just goes in there like that. There we go. So we'll just whiz them on. What was that? Was that one of these? That's one. And that's that one. As I say, then that pin just locks the steering, so it will only go in a straight line then, and then you just undo that, then you've got your steering back. So there we go. I think that's like a bit of a steering lock. Right then, so as you can see, we're back on the floor now. It's just a matter of dropping the seat on, I think, and the batteries, and we're ready to go. I might put the batteries on first while I've got the seat up in the air. Let me just give that battery box a wipe down quickly. I will give this a final clean over when it's all fully back together. So the batteries just clip on like that, and then you turn this yellow handle to lock, and that is them in place. So let's drop this seat on. I don't know if there's any charge in the batteries actually, and this seat just drops on like that and it's locked in now. So let's see if there's any charge in the battery. Right, so we'll turn the key on. Right, we've got a full battery, but we've got an alarm going off or something. Now I don't know what that's for. Have I not put something back together? Let me just have a look and I'll come back to you. Right, I found the problem. It's because I had it on free rolling. So if you turn that forward, you can actually push it and free roll it. And if you try and engage it, it sets the alarm off because it's not in gear. So just turn that off. And if you come back and flick the switch back, and that locks it and puts you in gear. So hopefully we can turn that back on. In reverse, you've got your little reversing beeping sound, and forward. So yeah, it's all working as it should. Let's just get it outside and we'll take a final look around it, and then that'll be this little job done. Right then, so as you can see, it actually does look a lot better in black. I'm quite impressed with how it's turned out actually. So yeah, really happy with that. So that's that done now, and I think this will probably be going down into the polytunnel, so you'll still see it in the future videos. It's not going to its new owner yet, but it has got a new owner. So yeah, another one done. Right then, so that's end of that mobility scooter series. Don't forget, we have got the other mobility scooter coming in, the petrol one. So that'll be in up and coming future videos, along with the TZR Yamaha. That's had some good positive feedback about that one. Everyone's looking forward to that one. And the little rally 80s BMX. So we've got a few more things to do. And once again, I'd just like to say thank you again to the Mixed Mowers family. Really appreciate that. And I say go over and say hello to Mick and little Riley boy. It'll make Riley's day. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here now. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and don't forget to even share it if you don't mind. And link to the Amazon wishlist down below if you want to have a look on that. But until next time, we'll see you about.